morning at 10:58 a.m. 10:58 a.m. The police department received calls of a robbery and where people had been stabbed at the Wells Fargo here in the Murray Hill neighborhood in the city of Beaverton. When officers responded, or while officers were responding, we received an additional call about a male who had been stabbed at the Planet Fitness next door to the Wells Fargo, and that the male victim's car had been stolen. The suspect in the case then drove the car south into Tigard, where he then stole another adult woman's car and stabbed her in the process. He continued to drive the vehicle in Tigard, and then ultimately got out of the vehicle and ran from officers, and he was apprehended a short distance later. The suspect is in custody at the Beaverton Police Department. I can confirm at this time that there have been 4 people stabbed in the incident. One person was stabbed in Tigard when her car was stolen, and that's the second car that was stolen. One person was stabbed at the Planet Fitness when his car was stolen, and 2 people were stabbed in the Wells Fargo. One of the victims in the Wells Fargo, an adult female, is deceased, and the other victim, an adult female, she's in critical condition. The other 2 victims who had their car stolen suffered serious injuries, but not critical and not fatal injuries. At this time, I'm not going to take any questions. I'm going to introduce Chief Rhonda Groshong. She won't take any questions, and after her, Mayor Denny Doyle will speak. He's not going to answer any questions, and then we'll have Tualatin Valley Fire representatives speak as well. Okay?
Hello, thanks for coming out. This was a horrific crime, and our hearts go out to those victims and their families. I want to reiterate what Officer Henderson said. The suspect is in custody, and there's no longer any threat to the community. This is an ongoing investigation with several crime scenes. As you can well imagine, it's going to take a while to process. We will get information out to you just as soon as we can. When an incident such as this happens, it's not only the Beaverton Police Department, it's all law enforcement, emergency medical agencies that come together to help to make this, to help one another out. So I would like to thank the following agencies: the Tigard Police Department, the Washington County Sheriff's Office, the Washington County Major Crimes Team, Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue, Metro West Ambulance, Washington County Consolidated Communications Agency. And lastly, I'd like to thank Insomnia Coffee, who's located here in this strip mall. Without hesitation, they opened their doors to victims and witnesses of this awful incident and have provided warmth and shelter to everyone. Thank you. I'd like to now introduce Mayor Denny Doyle.
Thank you, and thank you for being here. First, I'd like to express my sincere condolences to the victims, families, and innocent bystanders, employees, and others affected by today's tragic incident. Situations of this magnitude are alarming and unsettling, especially in a tight-knit community like Beaverton. I'm grateful to our police, first responders, partner agencies, employees of Wells Fargo and Planet Fitness, as well as customers for their very quick response. Thank you for your patience as we learn details and can share them with you. Beaverton is a caring city. It's a responsive city. We are a community that comes together in times of need and look out for one another. That is true today. It'll be true tomorrow. It'll be true for years to come. I ask that we learn what we can from this experience. I ask that we honor community members who are lost and hurt and feeling down about this terrible event of today. Above all, I really ask you to remember that the city is made up of great people who make this a great place to live. And I'm sad that I have to join my fellow mayors from around the country right now and experience tragedy firsthand. I spent hours with Buddy Dwyer in Orlando, Nan Whaley from Ohio, the mayor of Dallas. We share these things at meetings we go to, and it is brutal on what mayors think they have to do to help. So all we can do is reach out to the families who have been touched. And if you think about one individual has touched the lives of probably 200 people directly, in terms of employees, the people all over, the people here and you. If we don't start addressing mental health issues, I gather this might be part of what happened, we are not serving our country properly. And we will be talking about this in our national meeting in January once again. It's gone too far, and we have to address it. Thank you.
My name is Ron Morgan. I'm a public information officer with Tualatin Valley Fire and Rescue. At around 11 o'clock this morning, our crews were dispatched with our police agencies, Beaverton Police and other law enforcement partners, to this location to a report of multiple victims with traumatic injuries. Upon arrival, our crews began treating the patients on scene, and they were transported to a local trauma center by Metro West ambulance. We also had a battalion chief that responded to the scene to coordinate the medical treatment efforts of all our crews involved. While our crews were on scene here treating the patients here, they were also dispatched to the incident where the second carjacking occurred. There was a patient at that location that was treated by our crews and was also transported to a local trauma center by Metro West ambulance. Our thoughts go out to the victims and their families involved in this tragedy, and we do not have any information as their condition at this time. Thank you.
Guys, one thing I forgot to say is the suspect is a 20-year-old male. I would ask for time in this. This is an intensive investigation that involves really 2 or 3 jurisdictions and multiple locations. We intend to put out more information as we get it, but we won't be putting any more information out tonight. We'll be putting more information out tomorrow morning. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for your time.
I know you said you're not taking any questions, but was it a successful bank robbery, an attempted bank robbery? How should we be describing what happened in Wells Fargo?
At this point, all I can tell you is that this is an active investigation, and I'm not going to make any comments while the major crimes team is investigating. I can't answer any more questions about the investigation.
I think that question particularly clarified some things, the key outstanding questions for the...
We will be releasing more information as we get it. Okay?
Can you tell us if the suspect had a machete?
Yellow.